Hey there, Internet Keith here, and welcome to the Cars with Keith YouTube channel. In this video, we are reviewing the Mckillans Nozzle Guard, which I think is the best on the market. Is it close to what I created 2 or 3 years ago? Maybe did they pay attention to my video and create something like it? There's some qualities in here that are kind of like that. They kind of did their own thing, though. They may have just had their own thought, but who knows. But I also improved this to be way better for $1 or less. Now, like I said, I think this is the best out there. $25 on Amazon, free shipping. There you go. This is what I tried to accomplish a few years ago with my video. I'll leave a link to it below, and it'll be at the end of the video as well. I kind of created my own that really wasn't out there on the market. MTM had the parts. They had this really cool guard, but nobody was using it, so I modified it to work the way I wanted it to where the nozzle was deep inside of the cavity here, and also at the end, the only thing exposed was all the quick connect that you need. Now I'll show you some clips right now of what I made a couple years ago. And it's just enough to clear. As you see, we have 1/16 of an inch maybe separating. It's nice. And that's kind of nice, isn't it? It goes perfectly with this. So with this one right here, there's really 2 ways to put this together. When you buy this, it's like $7 at MTM. But it already comes with this bolt in there already. And you can see it's 3D'd to fit around the bolt, so it stays in there pretty good. And I've never bought one of the Mosmatic ones from Obsessed Garage or one of the MTM ones. They're all over the place. They're the blue ones. This blows them away, and I've never even touched or seen those. I've just seen them in the videos. I've seen them in the pictures, and I know there's just way too much metal sitting on the outside of this. I don't like how the assembly is and all that. It's shorter. This is just a better product. This is a 4.0 40 degree, and that's the only one they have right now. But the beauty of this is that little nozzle in there is interchangeable. And I have an entire set of those right here. So the goal in this video is to create a nozzle guard for my Active 2.0, which will be the one they came with. The 4.0, we will do our quick little hack on it to make it better. Then we will create a 2.5 40 degree for the Greenworks. Now for $25, you don't just get the nozzle guard. You get some Teflon tape, you get a 6-month warranty registration card, and of course you get your nozzle guard. Here's where we're going to improve this. As you can see right here, we have the threaded part that comes off. Once it's fully done, you kind of take the whole assembly out. You see this piece is loose in there, and it comes off actually kind of easy. What I do is I keep threading it on that bolt, and sooner or later it comes nice and smooth to where it goes in and out, and it clears that really easily. But it's not so big that it won't keep the bigger part from coming out. And it fits really well with the MTM fittings. Just nice and snug. Now that's what kind of bothers me. And the other ones on the market, that metal piece is much larger, and there's a bigger distance between the rubber and the quick disconnect. But let's fix that. This is what you need: a good quality garden hose O-ring. They usually run like between 75 cents and $1, a really good one. You could probably get some cheap ones, but we just slide that O-ring down the threads, and it sits there. It gives just enough thread that once you get this assembly on and get it screwed down, that now we don't have that bolt piece sticking out of the end. Now we have much less shown. That gives us a much tighter tolerance. And even if it doesn't do anything, that just looks way better. So now we're going to show you the reason you want the nozzle guard. We have a really soft, pliable piece here. So if we accidentally get close, we're not hitting it with metal or those colored plastic tips that have a much sharper angle, the plastic, and those are usually worn out and they have like little burrs and everything all over them. This is much safer. Now the other thing we're looking to protect from is not fully seating your quick disconnect and then doing this. You would much rather have the rubber hit that than plastic or metal. Now obviously you still have a chance of hitting the car with this metal regardless, because it can come out and spin. But by having the least amount of metal exposed, we've lessened our chances of contact. Now I'm sacrificing hood for you guys, so you're gonna watch it go flipping. Now we actually hit it with the side there. Now the only downfall versus the plastic ones this really has is it's definitely slightly heavier. But that actually makes it less of a projectile when it's not seated properly in the gun. The plastic ones shoot much further and much faster. Here's an example. It definitely hits much harder. Now let's take this apart and show you what it looks like. Like I said, you just unthread this piece right there. This whole assembly comes out, And there you go. You have disconnect on this side, you have the nozzle here, and then you have the assembly in the middle. Now let me show you what my initial design was that was part of my nozzle guards. Now you can see on my piece, the middle section there is much larger. The nozzles though are the exact same size. Now I'm not gonna show you how to remove the quick disconnect at the end because that should always be there and it is locked tight in there. I've already checked the torque on that. It is a lot. Now the nozzle guard though, they just basically use a bunch of Teflon to kind of guard up here on the edge, and then it's pretty loose. It's not that tight. So I use my multi-tool right here, and I use the 17 millimeter. So this is open on both ends. That allows me to feed this all the way through like that. And this is 17 millimeters. The nozzle guard is 14 millimeters. So I'll just set this down. I'll take my wrench, and then if I want to tighten it, I'll go that way. If I want to loosen it, you see that was pretty loose. And then we'll just undo our top. We have 1.0s, 1.5s, 2.0s, but we'll use a 40-degree 2.5. It just screws right in. Slide into my tool there. This end, reverse my wrench. Hold this down. And there we go. You may not need Teflon tape. I've done this already on the other one and it was tight and was not leaking at all. Then you slide your fixed one in. We have our washer here. We're ready to go. Now 4.0, I expect about 900 to 950 PSI. And that's exactly what we got, right at 900, just creeping up a little bit over it. Now on the Greenworks with the 2.5, we should be in between 1050 and 1100. It was actually slightly over 1100, maybe like 1125. Well, one thing we do is test how it flows. If the nozzle itself has no fan spread at the top and bottom. Now this isn't the one that comes with it. This is 2.5 because I'm still on the Greenworks. But we can kind of see if that pattern is spread out really well or not. That's very respectable because that's from a Greenworks, a 1.2 gallon per minute machine. Doesn't have tons of flow, so it's not going to fill that spray void as well as, say, a higher machine as the 2.0. Let's flip the script here, turn that off. We will change this valve and turn that bad boy on. This is the 4.0 on the active 2.0. You see I had a much more uniform spray. There's still always going to be more pressure at the top and the bottom of the stream, but there was more in the middle that you could tell I ran my hand through it. That's obviously going to help your rinsing, but it lets me know, because based off of the other 4.0s and even 3.7s that I've used with that same pattern, that this is cut to the same tolerances. I mean, there's not much really else we can do. All we can do is prove that it is a 4.0, 40 degree, that it can screw together, that it can fit into a pressure washer gun, and spray a pattern. So when I first saw this was on Facebook. Their targeted advertising knew I liked car wash stuff, and they've been pushing Mckillans stuff at me pretty good bit. They gave me some stuff in the past. They gave me a wand and a pressure washer gun and a foam cannon. All pretty decent products. The foam cannon was kind of mid-range, slightly better than mid-range compared to others. Their spray gun was pretty good with the swivel for the budget area that was in, and the wand was really, really good. Now these I paid for. I saw the advertisement, I saw the Amazon listing, and I was like, you know what, these look pretty good, and I think I can improve them a little bit. Just by looking at it, I was like, you know, I can just move that thread out a little bit. I think we got a winner here. So I bought 3 of them, because the original ones I created, I've lost them. Actually, one of them I gave away to a friend. The other one I've completely lost. I have no idea where it is. So I had to start over again. And I'll probably buy a few more of these. I'll get me a whole bunch of them. I'll get them all marked up. And this will be my new set. Right now, these are the best on the market. I can't see anything else. I search every day trying to find stuff, but if you find one that's better, let me know, I'll review it. So that's it for the video. Check out the links below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. So you've made it to the end of the video, and normally we always have bloopers, a preview, or even a giveaway. But this time I need your help. We're going to doing a giveaway soon for a VE56 and an Active 2.0 short gun. I want to give it as an entire package, so we need a hose. What do you suggest? What kind of hose should go with that giveaway, since it may be you? Who knows? Do we go 1/4, 3/8, Do we go Flexzilla? Do we go Uberflex? Don't say Cobra Jet because I can't afford that for this. But the grain automatic hose, like the one I use all the time, let me know in the comments below.